Hello, welcome to the channel, beautiful Aries. This is going to be your March reading. I am so happy to have you back. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Priscilla Bernstein. I am a soul alignment specialist. I am a conduit and light worker, a healer and guide, spiritual guide. So if you're going through a spiritual awakening or an ascension process, I'm here to help you align every area of your soul to totally alchemize and be the best version of yourself, the most aligned version of yourself. So with that being said, this is going to be Aries March reading. And Spirit, thank you, Divine Spirit, thank you for allowing me to be a conduit of light for only the best and highest, and bringing through what my beautiful Aries need to hear today. And let's access what is available for the month ahead. So what do my Aries babes have to look forward to for the month of March? Ooh, so many cards just came out. So let's turn all these over, pick them all up. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords upright, the Tower upright. These were kind of the first ones that flew out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Coins, the Two of Coins, the Four of Cups, the Six of Coins, and the Moon. Okay, so beautiful Aries, what's in store for you? If you're not already going through this, you will be going through it soon. A lot of times Pisces season, what we're in right now, is kind of the end of the zodiac calendar and can be the hardest season for most people as we shift, right before we shift into Aries season, which is the beginning of the zodiac calendar. And if you're an Aries, you probably know that, that you're the beginning of the calendar. And so with that being said, when we are at this kind of tough point before the new beginning, there is all the things that aren't working that have to come to the surface, all the like old energies and old paradigms and old patterns that are needing to be released and let go of, so you can have that new beginning. Those are all coming to the surface. So some masks are going to be revealed, and maybe some, you know, things that have been hidden from you, walking on eggshells with somebody, you know, like you may just come to this place where you're like, I'm done, I'm over it, I'm seeing this for what it is. And it may be a really big foundational shift for you. Like this may be a big tower moment. If it hasn't already happened, it may come right before we shift into Aries season. So that may be something that happens this month, where one way that I can describe this is when I was living in Mexico, I had asked the cards, I was doing a reading for myself one day, and I was like, so what's going to take me back to the States? And I got the Tower card, and I was like, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen that is going to be such a big foundational shift. And I'm not saying that this is going to happen to you, but what happened to me to really pull me back towards the States was my dad passed away. And that, you know, my father, one of my parents, is a huge foundational piece in my life, right? And we may not have had the best or strongest relationship in the end, but it was better than it had been in a really long time. And so, you know, it really hit me hard, and it was a really big, tough thing that I had to go through, and I didn't realize it would affect me and hit me so hard, but it was like my whole foundation changed. And then over the year, like not only did I heal stuff with my dad after he passed, but I saw things from a different perspective. And then it was like a year-long event of all these other men that I had, you know, had relationships with that came into my life that I hadn't seen or talked to in 20 years, you know, and it was like closure on this like cycle that I had with men, which was so interesting, which started with my father. So who knows what, I'm sorry to just tell you all of that. I don't know why all that came out, but maybe it was something you needed to hear, because whatever this tower is, it's like you're seeing things for what they truly are, and the mask of how you've seen them before is coming off. It's the veil is being dropped, and what really needs to be seen is being seen, but it's going to throw you into this tower moment of having a huge foundational shift. But from that, let me tell you, new beginnings in love, new beginnings in your physical reality, in your job, in your home life, in the things that your abundance, the things that you're creating, new, and a balance in that as well, in the physical reality. So much balance, you learning how to cultivate all of this. And it's like that tower had to fall, that foundation had to fall, that mask had to be revealed so you could see it, so you could let it go, so you could have this new beginning, this new foundational shift, this new love, these new opportunities, this balance is coming into your life. And there's going to be a grieving period, not gonna lie, not gonna like sugarcoat it. There's gonna be a grieving period. There's gonna be an aspect of you that is, you know, seeing all that's been lost here, right? And he's like sad and forlorn, but there's still this cup up top. There's still things to be grateful for. There's still something so beautiful in your life that you need to be focused on the gratitude aspect. You need to be focused on the things that have worked out, on all the lessons that you learned from this, on the growth that you've had through whatever that was. And know the Six of Coins and the Moon, if you're tapped into your emotions, you're building something here. It's like, it hasn't been released yet. It's just in your field and it's there for the taking, but it's still growing. It's still nurturing. It's still, you know, it's like when you think about a flower or plant that is shot up, but the flower is still in a bud. That's almost the energy I'm getting here. And it's like, you just need to focus on healing the emotional aspect, on really paying attention to your emotions, because these are going to be your kind of pathway or navigation tool to help you get to the new love. So you need to focus on healing the shadows. You need to focus on the things that weren't seen, and look at that stuff, feel the emotions of it, allow it to move through you so it can move out of you. It's not something that you need to hold on to. It's not something that you need to grieve forever, right? It's just like, I saw a meme the other day that said, you know, feel your shit, work on your shit, but don't hold on to your shit. You know, don't make your shit other people's shit, you know? And so that's really what it is all about. This like moon card is like really tapping into the emotions and letting it flow, letting the grief come up and out and flow through you, and know that there's something budding in the surface. It just hasn't come into full bloom yet, but it will, sweet Aries, it will. So many new beginnings are coming your way. And they're beautiful. New beginnings in love, new beginnings and opportunities in your physical reality for abundance, for joy, for work, for the things that you're creating, your home life, all of that good stuff. Okay, so, oh, I maybe shouldn't have put all those back on top. Oops. Let me see. Okay. All right. So our next question, what is the lesson here, or what are you learning? Let's see. We got the Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Two of Swords upright, and then the Three of Wands. So what you're learning is how to decipher what's meant for you and what's not. You're learning how to make this decision for yourself from like the depth of your soul, not so much about what you should be doing, what other people think you should be doing, what society tells you to do, what aspect of your, you know, that people pleaser, you know, what your parents had taught you to do. Like, you're moving out of that energy and you're stepping into more of this like collaborative energy with your, I'm getting to see the Queen of Cups here reversed, with your higher self, with this version of your heart. You're like really becoming in tune with that inner knowing, with that inner pull, with that internal guidance. That's helping you make the decisions moving forward this month. This is what you're really learning, and what you're stepping into is harnessing your soul connection, harnessing that connection to your higher self and that internal knowing. Okay, and then what was the next question I wanted to ask for you all? What is the overall outcome of, oh no, what is the spiritual guidance or solution? Oh, I love this. The Lovers and then clear passage. So with this, what I'm getting is this like, this balance in your relationships, right? There's a clear passage and a clarity coming through on how you can balance not only the relationship with yourself and your higher self, but in the relationships with others that you have. Let whatever this is, whatever this tower moment is, and this veil that's happening, let this be that like precursor or catalyst and indicator for how you want to show up in your life with other people and in your other relationships, and find that sense of balance there. Find that sense of, it's almost like this energy, what I'm getting or what I'm seeing is like an anchoring in of the version of yourself that you want to show up as in every relationship, to show people how you want them to show up in that relationship with you, if that makes sense. So if you want more vulnerability from somebody else, it's time to be more vulnerable with them, to show them how to do that. You don't ask for it. You just literally epitomize and embody that which you seek from others, and that will help to bring balance into your relationships, okay? And there's clear passage here. You're gonna be getting openings and opportunities to do this. So really pay attention when those things come up. And so what is the overall energy that my beautiful Aries have to look forward to this month, Spirit? Ooh, a lot came out. Hold on. Let me pick these up. Okay, so we got the Fool upright. We got the Page of Cups reversed. We got the Six of Cups reversed. We got the Knight of Cups reversed. We got the Knight of Wands upright. And we got the Queen of Wands reversed. So the overall energy of the month is the Fool. Like this card right here, the Fool's always taking this like leap of faith, right? The 0 point energy, which we were definitely in yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, check out my message, my channeled message from yesterday. It was super glitchy, and if you can, I would recommend actually watching it. Even though it was glitchy, it might make you feel like it's gonna send you into epileptic seizure, but what I got really clearly was to watch it, to receive in a different way. And it's almost like a reset or a rewiring of your brain in order to receive the information in a different way, which I thought was really, really interesting. So I left it up and didn't re-record it. So this leap of faith is kind of that 0 point energy, because the Fool's always the 0, right? And when we think about the 0 point, this is that like golden mean or golden ratio, or the Fibonacci sequence or code, where everything in the universe, we're all fractals, right? And there's an inception point, and then everything moves out in the same radius outward in a spiral, right? And everything in the universe does this. Even if it's linear, it's doing that. So that is kind of the energy. Know that this catalyst or inception point of what is coming that is going to bring this tower moment is giving you the opportunity to start at 0 again and begin again. So with that, So you had all these cards that were reversed. You had the Page of Cups reversed, the Six of Cups reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Wands reversed. And so what I'm getting here is this new opportunity in how you love, in how you're looking at things, and how you hold your heart and how you give your heart away. Don't allow this to make you cold and hardened and close up. This should be allowing you to open your heart more, to crack you open, to open the box of limitlessness, of opportunity, of abundance, of the limitless possibilities that are out there, and to see how much more you can receive and accept into your life, as opposed to hardening and closing down, right? This is giving you that new aspect of like a new offering for love and how you utilize your heart. Again, there's this Knight of Cups reversed, and this is going to bring you into a new energetic frequency to allow someone new to enter your life that's more in resonance with you. So whatever that was that came crashing down, whatever that veil was that you're beginning to see, after that happens and you've opened your eyes and you've opened yourself up more, this new version of yourself and this new frequency of yourself, you're going to be starting to call in and magnetize new tribe members into your life, new people that are more in resonance and in harmony with this higher vibrational frequency that you have now stepped into. With that, new action is going to be taken, this new version of yourself that you're going to step into. It's like lighting the fire within you. It's like whatever this was, like literally lit the fire, everything got burned down, and now you're the phoenix rising. It's like you're going to be taking new action. You're going to be this new version of yourself totally and completely. And with that, it's going also to allow you to heal generational and family wounds, generational trauma, family trauma, childhood trauma, the kind of like, I don't want to say, it will help you kind of balance a divine feminine, divine masculine within you, but it's also going to help you, again, find that balance in your relationships. And a lot of this has to do linked back, and maybe that's why I got like the download to share all that information with you at first, was this healing of the relationships in your family first and foremost, and understanding with that, it's going to cause new momentum in your physical life. This can shift into a job or career change or a physical move in your reality. So much new is coming in for you, Aries, and this is super, super exciting. And just know that the pieces have to fall. The foundation has to crumble. You have to go through whatever that difficult thing is in order to get to the other side, because it's going to, like a domino effect, catalyze all these events into tripping and moving you into, right? Like when you think of hitting a domino or whatever it is with those puzzles, that it's like one thing hits and then the ball rolls and it hits something else, and the water pours out of the, bottle, and it fills up a cup, and then that tips and the next thing goes. So it's going to be like that. Like whatever this is going to catalyze all these events to happen to bring you into that healed, higher vibrational state of really manifesting all these new energies in your life and frequencies in your life that you are then going to let in and be at this higher vibrational resonance that is going to just, you're going to be like a super magnet, and this stuff is just going to attract to you. Okay, so from there, I'm going to also pull an animal spirit card for you all to figure out. This can be an animal totem or animal energy that you can use as to help you move forward, or this can also be animal spirits that spirit will send you to let you know that you're on the right track. Okay, so what animal spirits or animal medicine do my beautiful Aries need this month, Spirit? Any others? Ooh, oh, we got a lot. We got a lot. We got an explosion. Let's see here. Aries, you got so many. I must have a lot of Aries that are going to watch this. Okay, so we got the unicorn. Really pay attention to the magic available to you. Pay attention to that kind of metaphysical mystery and the things that are popping up as synchronicities, you know, or if you see a unicorn, know that you're on the right track. The cosmic egg, snakes, transformation, that 0 point again, right? Birthing a new beginning, coming from that inception point and moving out into the world, into this new version of yourself. Oh, it's upside down, excuse me. And then we have the shark. So there's this like predator energy in the sense of like knowing what you want and understanding what you want, and that kind of energy that you're stepping into of listening and being so in tune with your own like truth that you understand what's meant for you and what's not. You know, they say that sharks can smell blood from like a mile away, and it's like they know that that blood is out there and they're gonna go get it, whatever it is. So kind of that same thing, not that you need to know how to smell blood, but you have to know what's meant for you and be able to grab it when it comes into your vicinity, or be willing to step forward and take action and I don't want to say chase it, but like move in the direction of what you're being asked to move into. Okay. Then we have the mouse. Mice are very resourceful and they're pretty smart. And we had a mouse in our kitchen that lived in our kitchen and in our house. I mean, there was probably many, but they were very hard to get rid of, and I think they just kept procreating. And I mean, they do breed disease, but they're also really cute and sweet and very, very smart. So use your resources, utilize your resources. Know that you don't have to keep going out and getting more stuff. You don't have to keep learning more stuff before you step into this new version of yourself. Like, you've already got all the magic within you. You just have to learn how to access and utilize the resources within you, the resources available to you, and be smart about it, right? Like, utilize, I keep going back, or keep getting, like, Spirit keeps pushing me back to Cinderella, right? You know, she had the mice friends, and they're so sneaky and resourceful, but they wait until you're not watching, and then they you know, they're pretty nocturnal, but they move about when you're not really paying attention. And we had a very daring mouse that came out whenever he was just like into the food or whatever, you know, he would like hop, he knew how to like work around our stove, and it was crazy how smart this little guy was. But anyways, regardless of that, it was disgusting, and we had to set traps, and I don't like killing things, but it was sad to have to kill some of them because they are so cute. But like, this is really like the whole thing going back to Cinderella. It's like utilizing your resources and knowing when the opportunity is available to you, and then taking that opportunity, running across the room to go get that opportunity because that person looked away or whatever, you know. It's like the universe is going to give you green lights, and those are the opportunities you need to take. That's going to be a resource for you, right? Pay attention. You guys also got the spider, so pay attention to the web that you're weaving. Pay attention to your thoughts, your words, your actions. Make sure that everything is in alignment with what it is that you're saying that you want, right? Don't sit there and complain and complain and complain about the problem. You need to know what the problem is and then focus on the solution. And then every time that somebody or something tries to draw you back into the problem, don't let yourself get hung up on that. Keep creating the web, keep building the web and creating the container for what you want. And just know that the things that are meant to catch in your container will land, okay? The spider never goes out and hunts. He waits for things to magnetize and land and get stuck in his web, right? Same thing. You need to be focused. When the spider energy, animal spirit comes up. What's really, really interesting is, so when you see a spider, this can be, or a spider's web, this can be an indication of like, ooh, where have my thoughts been? What have I been thinking? Where has my energy been? Is it in alignment with what I want, or have I been focused on the wrong things? Have I been focusing on lack, limitation, failure, or have I been focused on, no, this is going to happen regardless of what anything else anybody says, what anybody does, like this is happening and I'm going to make sure it happens, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure it happens. So I'm going to continue to build my web bigger and bigger so that opportunity can catch in there, right? So the spider is such a beautiful animal spirit, and it's such a beautiful animal medicine for creation. And you guys are really in this master manifestor creation mode. You also got the fox and the crocodile, which both of these are very similar in the sense that they're sly. They know how to hunt. They know how to move about almost in silence. And they're both keen, like they both know what they're looking at and what they're going after. And I mean, foxes are obviously furry and cute, and crocodiles are a little bit scary and big and reptilian and cold-blooded, but at the same time, it's like with the crocodile, it's like work in the shadows, allow the things that you're doing, don't share it with everybody, like work in silence right under the surface, and just know, again, like the spider, just know when that thing lands in your pond, you can go after it and say yes to it. Like that opportunity's coming to you. You don't have to go out and hunt it, right? But once you feel the energy of it, kind of like this shark, once you feel that energy of it, you know it's there and you can go after it, okay? Same thing with the fox. You have to be resilient right now. There's a resiliency, the energy of resiliency that keeps coming through with the fox. It's like, not only do you have to be resourceful, but you need to be resilient too, and know that this stuff is going to work out the way that it needs to. And the last two that you got were the deer and the lizard. I'm going to talk about these separately. Lizards are really great because they're chameleons, right? They can blend into their environment. So allow this to kind of be your indicator, whether you see a lizard as an animal spirit or you invoke this energy as animal medicine. Allow yourself to be flexible, allow yourself to blend in, again, kind of like the crocodile, so that way you can work in silence, kind of like the spider. The spider doesn't care, you know, like its web, half the time you can't even see the web unless the light is shining on it just right. You know, how many times you walk through a web and you're just like, oh God, I just walked through a spider web, you know, and it's all over you and sticky and it's hard to get off, right? Same thing. You need to be in that energy of being flexible, working in the dark, allowing yourself to kind of blend in and do what you need to do and not be showy, not be flashy about this. And the deer, I mean, we have tons of deer here in Montana that just like cruise the neighborhoods and are all over the place. And what's really great about the deer is they have just such this gentle energy about them. And they're just grazing and feeding. And so that's all you need to do is feed and nurture what it is that you're working on. Feed and nurture yourself. Don't be showy. Know that you're at the 0 point energy. You're going through this transformation, and follow the signs and synchronicities. Follow the mysticism and the magic being given to you. Allow that to be one of your resources that you're pulling from this month. Okay, so now I'm going to pull an oracle card for you all, Aries. Okay. What message do you have for my Aries babes with this oracle deck? They're wanting me to pull from this other deck. Sorry. Just trying to mix it up and share a different deck with you all. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have for my oracle babes? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, shadows in the light. And the offering. Okay, so the shadows and the light. This is like working in the shadows, right? Bringing to light only what needs to be brought to light for who needs to know it when it's needing to be known. This is not something that you need to share with everybody. It's almost as if you need to just create in the darkness, create on your own, create in silence. And this offering, allow yourself to be open, allow yourself to work with spirit, to create a ritual around offering up what no longer serves you, to be willing to accept in what does. Offering up, I'm getting to create an altar and give an offering every day, whether that's a flower or a little bit of your breakfast or food before you like sit down to create, and before you get into, you know, the ritual of like your manifestation magic, right? This offering needs to happen as you work with higher dimensional beings, with your angels, with your guides. It needs to be a collaborative event and a collaborative kind of co-creation that's happening. And as you offer them something, they will shed you in light and bring to you everything that you need. Oh, ooh, I love that. Okay, and then the last card I'm going to pull for you all is a moon card. So what energies do my beautiful Aries need to be in to manifest all of this month? Oh God, you guys keep getting so many cards. Well, that's okay. I guess you didn't get as many tarot cards as Pisces did right before you. But it looks like you guys need to be in a lot of energy. Either a lot of Aries are going to be watching this, or you guys are just really multifaceted and are needing a lot. So you got wisdom, creation, release, attraction, the masculine, action, protection, nourishment, the void, boundaries, and change. Okay. Whew. There's a lot here. So this wisdom and creation, these are intertwined here. You need to, what I'm getting is, tap into the wisdom available to you. A lot was coming through about your resources, right? So utilize the resources available to you. Pay attention when things are coming into your physical reality, whether it's an article or a book or a podcast, you know, and it lands and you're like, oh my God, I was just thinking that. Read it and see what else is available to you there. And then with that, it's going to breed new creation in your reality. This new wisdom that's coming in, if you let it align, will bring you this creative energy. And in that creation, what's really interesting, you guys got release and attraction. And there's a beautiful release that's going to happen with that unveiling and your foundation. Remember, have your foundation crumbling and something new being built, that foundational piece being rebuilt. So allow it to happen. Release and allow, release and allow, release and allow, surrender, surrender, surrender. There's so much there. So you can become a super attractor. And in order to become a super attractor, there's going to be a need for balancing your divine masculine and knowing when to take action. Allow this to only be inspired action, not what you think you should be doing, not what society tells you to do, not what someone else tells you to do, but what you feel deep down you're feeling pulled towards, deep down what you're feeling inspired to take action in. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine. We saw each other at the dog park and we took a little walk to walk the dogs around a little bit more. And she was saying, I keep trying to like plan a trip at the end of March to go like take the camper out, but I keep looking at my yard and I'm just so drawn to just stay and like dig up the yard and start from scratch. And I'm like, Well, that's your spirit telling you that you should be focusing on your own home instead of going out and like tapping into nature. It's wanting you to tap into the natural world here, ground the energies, and like begin again, right? That 0 point energy to start anew, to tend to your own garden instead of the like quote unquote like escapism energy of like leaving your place to fill up on nature. It's like you need to fill up in your own space, recreate the energy there, right? So that's what I'm saying. It needs to be this inspired action. So pay attention to what that inspiration is pulling you towards, what your spirit is pulling you towards, what your heart, your guidance, your angels, all of that is pulling you towards. It starts out as a whisper, and then it becomes this like these overwhelming waves to like pay attention to. I need a sip of water real quick. Okay. And so from there, as you're taking inspired action, as you learn how to balance this divine masculine and only utilize and take action when it's from inspiration. My dog is sleeping over here and dreaming. I don't know if you can hear him. But there's this need for creating protection and nourishment in your life to protect what it is that you're working on, to protect what it is, again, working in the dark, working in silence, protect what it is that you are building and nourish it. Nourish yourself in the ways that need nourishment. This isn't about pouring into someone else's cup. This is about pouring into your cup first and foremost. And then from that, a void is going to be created, right? That open space, that 0 point. And when we create a void, we need protection around us. We're really open at that point, open to what is necessary and what we want to call in. But as we create that void, a lot of things can come in. So we want to make sure to create this layer of protection around us that will not only keep us safe from things that are unwanted, but a great affirmation when you're working in the void and when you're in this like beautiful manifestation energy and waiting for the universe to deliver is to say, everything that is meant for me will find me. Whatever misses me was not meant for me. And knowing that you're always in the right place at the right time, and nothing that is not meant for you can enter, right? Like just making that very, very specific that you only want what is meant for you to enter into your life. You don't want any riffraff. You don't want anything else. So just allowing that to, you know, create and generate the energy around allowing and inviting in and saying yes to what is destined for you, what is meant for you. And with that, you're going to create, and there's going to be a lot of, you see all this like lightning storm. There's going to be all this beautiful, amazing energy creating this change in your life. Oh my goodness. Aries, I am so excited for you guys. Jeez. Wow. That was such a powerful reading. If this is helpful for you, please share this with another Aries babe, and make sure to watch your rising and moon sign as well to get the full scope of everything that's coming for you this month. And I hope that this helped. I love you guys. Have a good one. Peace.